He's lost 2 fights out of his last, 5?
Florian MARKU said he didn't want to do was be on the undercard.
This is all because of me. I have the fans.
Boxers came out of it pretty bad. Fraser Clarke's come out of it pretty bad. Fraser Clarke went through a torrid time, didn't he?
Like that scrap he had back in Albania. That was toe to toe. His heart was there. He's still there now.
But that height difference is quite big. Yeah.
Moran had no chance, the poor guy.
I don't think Marku wanted this fight.
Things are kicking off behind us.
My side of the story, and I got receipts.
Let me hear now your own imagination how this all started. Ben, Sky, Boxer, gonna ask me. I'm the favorite one. I make him a favor.
You think you're doing him a favor?
Of course. After our fight, he's gonna shake my hand and he's gonna say to me, Florian, congratulations, you are a very good fighter.
Never.
Welcome to another episode of BloodLust Boxing. I'm Sav.
And I'm Baz.
And today's episode, Bad Blood. Florian MARKU versus Chris Congo. The fight is finally here, due to take place at the O2 on the 30th of March, 2024. Let's get into it, Baz. First of all, before we do, I think we need to be paid like a fee, a percentage fee for getting this fight done. Like,
what are you saying? Well,
our top 5 picks for Florian MARKU a couple of months back. Go check it out. Number 1, Chris Congo. Surely. Like, if this fight was on the border of getting made, our video must have pushed it over, surely. I've been checking the post. There's no checks. But, you know, it is Ben Shalom, so, you know.
Yeah. It might be coming late.
It's like, no, I don't know how enough the accounts are checking out at the moment for Ben Shalom, but yeah, he got saved with that last fight.
That's it. But you know what though? This is actually like a quite interesting looking card. I'm quite excited about this card, so we might have to get some tickets for it.
Well, they're building a strong card. They have got Fabio Wardley on there, Fraser Clarke, which is headlining, and something Florian MARKU said he didn't want to do was be on the undercard. But it is in the O2. It's a big arena. It's going to be a big stage. And given the heat that we finally got with Buatsi and Dan Aziz, it's only good for Marku to be on the card. So, but let's get into it. True. Marku versus Chris Congo, Baz. Like, what? Yeah. I mean, what's going to happen in this fight? What chance has it got?
I was watching the head-to-head, and it's getting a bit saucy, you know. Like, I feel like
what was that one? Was that Sky Sports?
That was Sky Sports, yeah.
It wasn't the one where Chris Congo gate crashed the interview. I mean, that probably did more.
No.
That probably did more to make the fight than us, to be fair.
That's true. That's true. But they didn't talk about that. But yeah, Florian was just it was quite funny because I mean he's got the mind games. Mind games are playing.
Is it? What's he saying?
He's just like, but I make these fights. You don't have no. How can I say? This is all because of me. I have the fans. I have the British public love me, and I don't. I just make it, and you lost 2 fights, and
Yeah, well, no, it's true. But I mean, we've got to say, massive shout out to the Albanian fans because they are passionate. Man. They do travel with Marku. Like wherever he goes,
the Albanian king.
He is wherever he goes. The fans, the Albanian fans, and the British fans will turn up, and you know he gets a lot of support in the comments as well. He does numbers. So
he does.
So you're saying he's the A side on this one?
You got to count him as A side. I feel like Chris. Don't get me wrong. I like the guy.
Bermondsey lad, not far away. Yeah, up the road.
I like the guy, but he's lost 2 fights out of his last 5?
Yeah, let's have a look. He lost to Echo Esmond. That was in 21st of Jan. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then he also
21st of Jan last year, was that? Yeah, that's 21st of Jan.
Yeah, he hasn't fought for a while. Yeah.
Wow, he ain't fought since then.
Yeah. And then also Michael McKinson as well.
Yeah, Michael McKinson, he's a tricky fighter, isn't he? But that was back in 2021.
And he was down in the first round. round in that fight.
Oh, was it? Yeah. Well, he's expected to win that fight as well, I think. That's when he was with Matchroom. I don't know. Was that in the Garden? Was that one of the fights in the Garden?
I can't remember.
During COVID day and lockdown, Eddie Hearn was putting on fights in the Garden. It could be one of those ones, but
yeah, it could have been.
He's got 2 losses on his name.
Yeah.
He was managed by Dillian Whyte, but they did part ways. So
it's probably a good thing on Chris's behalf at the minute.
Dillian Whyte's got a few things to be sorting out.
Yeah, that's it.
He's 6 foot. Florian MARKU's 5'8". That's a
bit of
difference.
a height advantage. That is a bit of a height advantage.
Massive difference.
But Florian MARKU's southpaw, mate.
That's true. Yeah, he is a southpaw.
Yeah.
He struggled against Para, didn't he? Like in that fight.
But you're not gonna see this in this fight, so you're not. I'm telling you now, you ain't gonna see it.
I don't know, man. Like I like Marku, but he's looking a bit. It looks like he's chilled out. Like it looks like he's lost that aggression. Like
what aggression? What more do you want? The guy got the guy out in the first round in his last fight.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
he just went out full guns blazing.
What versus Dylan Moran? Yeah,
Dylan Moran had no chance. The poor guy.
Yeah, but I don't know.
If he was showing up for a payday, you're going to get a couple of rounds in.
I don't know. It feels like there's something going on in the background. I don't think he wanted this fight. Like, not now. Not at the moment.
Listen. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. My guy's there. He's going to show up to this fight. Just like that scrap he had back in Albania. That was toe-to-toe. His heart was there. He's still there now.
And Kiss Congo, I imagine he's got the reach. We're trying to find it, couldn't find it. As I said, he's a taller guy. I mean, he just needs to get behind the jab, doesn't he? He was training with Ben Davison, I believe it is, for his last fight against Eko Esserman, but I'm not quite sure what the training situation is at the moment. We need to do a bit more research on that. You would imagine if he stayed with Ben Davison, then there should be improvements, because he's a good trainer, isn't he, at the end of the day? And he's training AJ, isn't he?
And even though I favour Florian in this fight, Chris showed good fundamentals in his last fight against Eko Esserman.
It was nip and tuck, wasn't it? It wasn't
and he showed he still had grit as well. Like to make it, I'm pretty sure he made it to the final rounds, and it was a decision win. Well, what do you think? Like, how do you think this fight's gonna go?
Well, I can see the O2 Arena. There's gonna be 1,000 Albanian fans in there.
Yeah,
shouting Marku, 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 Marku. But then you're going to have the London fans in there from Bermondsey and all around London chanting.
Birmingham's a little rowdy as well.
Chanting Congo, Congo, Congo. There might be a few fights in the crowd. I'm not going to lie. Like, for anyone who go in, just keep your head. Don't get involved. It might kick off in the crowd. But I don't know, man. Marku just doesn't look right to me at the moment. I don't know. I've been following him on Instagram, been checking the stories.
Get out of here.
It feels like there's something going on in the background there. We don't know where it is. Maybe that's going to play a part in this fight. It might come out after if he has a loss. But he's with Grant Smith. He's done well. What can you say? He's done everything that he's been asked of. He's only had one draw. But that height difference is quite big. It is good. I don't think Marku wanted this fight. I think he wanted a big paycheck next. And I don't think that fight is there. This isn't the bag money, is it?
Nah. It's a good tick over fight in terms of.
Are you calling Chris Congo a tick over fight?
Like he's a good opponent. He's a good opponent.
Tick over.
But he's not really like you couldn't really say Chris is world level at the minute. So at the moment it's just a fight until the next fight kind of thing.
Yeah, and I guess every time Congo has that step up, he kind of falls short, doesn't he? So as much as there are a lot of attributes which should play in his favor, every time he stepped up, he just falls a bit short. Is it a heart thing? Is it a case of
nah.
Is it, or maybe it's a gas tank thing? Maybe he struggles with the weight.
It's possible. Yeah, I mean, I don't see it being a heart thing because I think boxing is in his blood.
Yeah, he's been doing
I don't know if you watched that Undefeated podcast interview with him, and it sounds like the boxing's in the family, and
he's been doing it from a young age, isn't he?
Yeah, that's it. So I don't think it's that. It's just whether the fire is there for it at the minute. We'll see. This is, I think this is do or die. If he wants to step up to next level, this is the one.
Sometimes fighters just need a little bit of belief, don't they? and then
Exactly.
and they can kick on.
Exactly.
But he don't really want to be looking for that against Florian MARKU, because you want to have that belief there well before you get in a ring with him. Look, 13 wins, MARKU, 8 KOs. It's going to be at the O2. He's 31 years of age. It's going to be explosive. What happens to MARKU if he wins this fight?
I mean, there was talks of Conor Ben and things like that, weren't there?
I still think that's a great fight. Conor Ben
think
fight.
so as
It
well.
makes
I
sense for
think so as
everyone. We've got Conor Ben. He's due to find out about his hearing soon. It should be by the end of February. We should know whether it's been cleared again on the appeal from the British Boxing Board of Control. I think the MARKU fight versus Conor Ben is a good fight for both guys. It works well. Both make a lot of money. It'll be explosive in the press conference. I think they mellowed out a little bit. So from what MARKU said, he felt a bit sorry for Conor Ben. So, previously they had a bit of beef, but I'm sure once they get put face to face, there'll be some explosions there. If he loses MARKU, what happens then? Is back to ground zero, is it?
No, I think there's still fights there for him, It's going to be a building process, for sure.
Yeah.
The one thing I'll say is boxers not exactly the best for getting those fighters active. And
that's
at the moment,
that's what I was going to say. Look, 2nd of September 2023, 25th of August 2022.
And you see, this is a regular occurrence. This happens all the time with boxer fighters. I mean,
I know MARKU had that injury as well, to be fair, so we can't say anything on that. But yeah, it's they struggle to get guys out, don't they? Unless you're one of those probably slightly lower paid guys. Like you see Ben Whittaker's getting a bit of action now as well, and he's actually on the undercard for this fight.
Yeah. It'd be great to see him in person doing his thing.
He did it doing the Matrix. My days.
You know what? I felt.
What do you think about it?
I know you posted we posted a little comment on his videos the other day, and it got some traction. But he is that sort of Augustus.
Manuel Augustus, yeah.
Manuel Augustus-esque kind of fighter.
And if you haven't got a clue who Manuel Augustus is, go check out our video. It is Baz done a little tribute video to him. He's cut some video footage together. It's quite a good one. But yeah, it's that drunken master style, isn't it? It's like. So Ben Whittaker is exciting. I mean, do you like it? I like it.
I like it. I think boxing needs characters
showman.
Like that. That's it, showman.
It's got people talking, hasn't it?
Exactly. And you've seen how many memes and stuff have been made about it. It's brilliant.
Yeah. I mean, it's not great if you're on the other end, but
no. Don't go with the disrespect is real. That's for sure. But
in the ring, when he finishes, he's quite respectful. Ben Whittaker, he does go over, he shakes his hands, checks on his opponents. So that's Ben Whittaker. On the main event, Wardley versus Fraser Clarke. As I said, bad blood. We had the purse bid that failed. Boxer pulled out on that one. There's been the back and forth comments. Boxers came out of it pretty bad. Fraser Clarke's come out of it pretty bad. Fraser Clarke went through a torrid time, didn't he, with that purse bid fallout? Everyone saying he ducked Fabio Wardley, and
I'm not gonna lie, Big Fraser actually threw Boxer under the card under the bus as well. He was saying about nothing to do with me. It was all Boxer's fault.
But that period of time that would have wound up Fraser Clarke, wouldn't it?
Is it gonna motivate Fraser Clarke for this fight? Is he gonna be riled up for this fight now?
Of course he is. Everyone would have been. Everyone was saying he was ducking and that he doesn't know what he's doing. He's had a lot of heat as well, where he struggled against guys which potentially he should have been knocking out. He's a Olympian. He's got a medal. Yeah. And when you look at it like for like, Fabio Wardley, I mean, a lot's been made about his white collar background. It gets mentioned in every single video. But at the end of the day,
he says it himself as well.
He is got a better profile than Fraser Clarke. He's been in the Olympics.
A lot more fights, a lot more pro fights.
And if you look at the trajectory, you had Fraser Clarke who signed with Boxer, and you're thinking, well, he's going to kick on, get pushed, and make a lot of money. Whereas you've got Fabio Wardley, who
why do you think Fabio's given him this fight? Because I feel like Fabio has given him this fight because he was a mandatory. He lost that position, and now he's has picked him to take the fight?
That is a great question. I don't know what.
Is it because there's not that sort of mid-level opponent at the minute to send like Fabio after?
That's a good point. Yeah. So he said there was a couple of other names in the hat for him. He could have been on the undercard on a Saudi event, but he said he wanted to headline. And it's smart because he's building his profile in the UK. He's been to Saudi. He's got some recognition there. He's got a decent paycheck. And now he wants to build up the fan base in the UK, and he is doing that. He's been on TalkSport. He's done great. He's a good speaker. He's quite respectful generally when he speaks, but he's not afraid to back himself as well. So I think headlining the O2 in London, that's a massive draw. And I'm guessing Boxer would have found some money. Sky Sports need to start pushing these events.
Yeah,
there is a rematch clause if he gets cut under his chin, apparently. Well, that's when he got caught. It was on the carpet that time. So when he was at that premiere, the movie premiere. But yeah, this fight, if he wins it, it's going to massively enhance his profile. And then he can and it's just another promoter he's working with. So he's done Matchroom, he's done Queensbury Promotions with Frank Warren, and now it's Boxer with Sky Sports. By working with all these different promoters, it's great exposure.
Yeah.
And he's getting to know everyone in the business as well. So he's another one who was trained, who was managed by Dillian White. I believe Dillian's still his manager. I'm not 100%. Look, it's a great fight. I think we need to see closer the time before we make a final prediction on that one, for me anyway.
Yeah.
But
how they look.
Yeah. I'm just excited for the card. It's going to be another London card. We need these UK fights because we've got a lot of fights going to Saudi, which is great because you're getting the big fights, but we want to see these UK fights because people want to go to them, don't they?
It's true. And it's a little bit of a blessing that a Boxer hasn't really got in on the party yet, because at least we're getting some fights over here.
Yeah, and that's true. They're trying.
Alan Babbage is on this fight as well.
Babbage is on the card.
Babbage.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot to say Babbage.
Babbage.
Oh,
that's Sparta.
We want to see Babbage back, regardless of whatever you think about him. He's always he's never not an entertaining fight. He's fighting Drago, isn't he? Like, I think it's going to be a demolition job there.
That's it.
For I believe he's from Newcastle, lad.
At the end, he's going to be like, "Are you not entertained?"
He went for a period like where he was down, but it's great to see him on the card. It's a good card. It's a good card.
Yeah. I mean, if
it's up the road from us as well, so we can't complain. So
if they keep it up like this, like Boxer could have a good year, you know.
Yeah. They spotted a gap in the market in terms of those UK fights. And they've just got to keep pushing these fights. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Marku versus Chris Congo. There's going to be more fireworks as we get closer to the fight, and it can kick off any minute.
That's it. If you haven't watched it already, go and watch that top 5 video for Florian, and you'll see we set this up.
Yeah, I am.
Peace.